What's up guys, back in today with another reaction to the Berserk manga. This time I'll be reacting to volume 15, the chapters The World of Winged Things and Guardians chapter 1. Just actually going to have a little look how I'm going to format this going forward. It's a bit awkward, isn't it? That'll be starting guide. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter because it's only going to be a couple days till I read the next chapters, but if I do 3 now, that means when I do 2 next time, it will be another kind of half of a kind of 2-part chapters. If I just do the 2 now, kind of works out to do the 3 at the end, I guess. So either way, there's going to be kind of split between those. So I think I'll just do the 2 today. I've got to record Attack on Titan not too long after this, so really excited for that. But looking forward to getting back in the story. I think we left off with Jill and Rosine kind of coming back together. I can't remember where Guts has gone, but Guts has gone off somewhere. But we really saw his the real Guts a little bit last episode, seeing him kind of save Jill, kind of not once but twice, kind of stopping her fall and also not cutting her down and protecting her from the flaming baby children that we saw, that we think was because of Guts' son. I think that's what kind of brought those images upon him, but I'm very interested to see more about that kind of son situation, to be honest with you, and to see where it goes especially. But yeah, we're most excited to see this this Jill and Rosine relationship and seeing what's going to happen there. It was really quite fun and playful at the end of last episode. It was really quite lovely actually, but also kind of horrific as well, considering what has happened to Rosine. And there's Rosine's kind of no more, though she is kind of there to an extent still, and I'm not really sure how it works, because like I said last episode as well, I did get told that when you can turn to a demon you lose all your humanity, but I've had slight glimpses of that kind of not being 100% true with both Rosine and Griffith, but potentially Griffith anyway. I'm not exactly sure about that one, but with Rosine especially, there's been kind of glimpses of humanity with the kind of playful kind of frog stuff. Has there not been, or maybe that's just like the nature of an elf? Again, I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. She might not even be a demon. I imagine she is, because she was with the demons when we first saw her, but yeah, I've got no clue where it's going. That's why I'm looking forward to this so much, and looking forward to seeing more Jill as well. She's been a character who's really grown on me quite a lot. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these chapters down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like this one, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these reactions. And let's get right into it. Okay, so Guts is noticing, well, obviously the brand is bleeding a bit, which again indicates what I said right there in the intro, that she definitely is a demon. But again, maybe that's this kind of elf side of her coming out, this kind of playful side. She obviously stopped when she saw Rosine earlier, so there's at least a semblance of Rosine in there, is there not? Really, not really sure what to think about this, to be honest with you. Again, I was kind of iffy on the scene at the end of last episode, if it was a lovely scene, a playful scene between the two, we'll just go back, or if it was ultimately very sad. I thought it was kind of nice, to be honest, but I don't know, I'm not sure what to think. I'm not sure what to think. Yeah, Guts has noticed. Hee 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 hee. They're holding hands. Damn, that shot here kind of really looks quite a bit like Rosine. Oh yeah, I mean, it has kind of transformed back into the person Rosine right here. Not sure what's going on with my scroller today, but it's like lagging a little bit. Hopefully the video isn't. Conviction Arc Lost Children chapter. The World of Winged Things. Ooh. Is she still in there somewhere then? Again, from what I've read, comments and such about Griffith, wouldn't think so, but it's really kind of goes against that a little bit, does it not? She harboured no kind of ill will towards Jill at all, which wasn't exactly the case with Griffith. Although with Griffith's case, it was complex, wasn't it? There was a range of emotions: anger, sadness, jealousy, and love, and respect, and such. It's a whole wide range. So this is a bit more kind of clean cut. They actually were still friends, even at the time she turned to a demon and such. Never once kind of wanted to harm or anything, wanted harm to come to Jill or anything. So very intriguing to think about. And this looks like a really nice image right here, but playful. When in fact, there's actually a demon right there, an evil creature, from what we're led to believe. Has she also not been the one kind of directing these little elf and insect demon things to take children and turn them as well? Again, maybe she thinks she's doing a good thing by turning them into elves, but who knows? Hey, actually got the lag spot on right there. Puck's just having a look from behind a rock. So that's Rosine. Look how big you are now, Jill. Almost as tall as me already. Is it really you, Rosine? But the way you look. Ah, look. Whee! Her hair turns into, well, isn't turned into, but shows the wings off. Yeah, it might be, obviously there's a cut right there. It might be a few more cuts than usual today because I'm feeling a little bit ill, which is quite unfortunate it happened today. Hopefully it shouldn't be too bad for you guys. Well, it's like I used to tell you, this is the real me. Is the real? Yep, the Queen of the Elves. Rosine offered them up to have her own wish granted, her own parents' lives as sacrifice. Oh, Jill, this is like old times. There's lots we should catch up on. I hereby extend you an invitation. Huh? Quite interesting that kind of entered her mind, what Guts said right there. I mean, that is, as much as her parents were quite awful, that is still quite the thing to do, to kill your own parents in return for this. Imagine it was pretty much a no-brainer for Rosine, of course, being the one that went through that, but ultimately you are killing a couple people, and not to mention again the kids that have been turned into these elves, have been haunting Guts. Yeah, you can't. Jill must be so confused right now. She must be so confused right now what to do. Her best friend from childhood who went away is standing right before her, but also right before her is a monster that killed parents, killed children, perhaps, potentially. Again, we're not really sure on the specifics, but that gleam in her eyes. Again, it looks so innocent. To our land of the elves, the Misty Valley. Misty Valley? She's allowed. But wait a minute. It's fine. Fine. Don't you worry about a thing. Grasps her quite tightly there. Warmly. It's a good place. You can play and have fun all the time. Even after the sun goes down. So I think I go from right to left here and then down. I think. It's okay. I won't drop you. Oh no, Jill! Very spiky looking tree right there. There's Guts going. Flowing in the woods. Like he's on a mission. Is he trying to return back? After feeling the brand, probably. Like he's got his focus on something. They fly off. Again, that really is not a human looking face right there, is it? Yeah, it is. He is returning. Oh shit. What does he do now though? I mean, Jill's in her arms. And I'm not really sure if it's even the right thing to do. I mean, can we leave a demon? Not sure. I feel like we probably can't. I feel like Guts is going to try and kill her no matter what, but yeah. Here he comes. He's going to swerve away, seeing that Jill's in her arms. I guess not. Bloody hell. I guess not. To be fair, he did say. He did say last chapter he wouldn't do that again. He wouldn't stop his swing again if that did happen. So, I mean, holding his word, fair play. He dodges. Oh, we cut a little bit of a. Just the end. Not sure if that means anything. Just a little bit of her antenna wing thing. Not exactly sure what it's called. Gah! It's like Puck feels that one. Even his eyes are actually growing bigger. But we can see she's reverted a little bit to her usual eyes anyway. Why does that hurt that much? Only a little bit of her, but maybe it's some like getting your ear cut off, for example. Same kind of pain, perhaps. Yeah, pretty cheap shot to take, but you take any shot you can against these demons. Oh god damn. Oh, there's that demon side. Look at that. Definitely said that wrong. Eee. And of course Jill's frightened as Rosine notices. Not really sure what to do either. How scared Jill is. Of course you would be, imagine that, just screaming that in your face. Absolutely rabid creature. Like I said, I think it's more sad than anything, isn't it? I think the nature of her now is this. As much as the old Jill might be in there a little bit. She tells her soldiers to get going. These ugly ass bastards. I mean, truly, look at these guys. I love these designs though. They're quite ugly in a nice looking way. Weird as that sounds. They're really good designs. Scary. Like I said during the eclipse, it's almost like the human side of these things are the most scary, like the messed up human faces. That's what the worst bit is of these. Stop it! Please! Stop! Rosine, please! I don't think she'll be able to go against her kind of nature, I guess we'll call it, or kind of directive to kill people with the brand. Begs the question, what would happen if Jill was branded? Probably kill her, right? Who knows? She jets off. Jill! Guts, you seemed about to kill Jill too. Yeah. I mean, again, he did kind of warn her a couple times, both about Rosine and getting in the way. You know what, it's lucky Puck didn't get ravaged during this. Yeah, it looks like not gonna lie, I did think that Rosine kind of let her soldiers take on Guts here, but she actually did listen to Jill and withdrew her soldiers as well. Again, she almost got those kind looking eyes right there. It's just so weird again, seeing a demon like this. Definitely some kind of reasonably new ground tread here, isn't there? What is this? The first thing I've seen is an albatross death blow. Did you mean to kill Jill too? So what if I did? Puck is absolutely raging. So here it is, the albatross death blow. From this, it almost looked like if he cut off the right half, it looked like Guts was wearing some funky ass glasses. Yeah. A special move of former pro wrestler Killer Khan. It's the delivery from the top rope of a simultaneous Mongolian chop and a knee thrust. So it's like a chop and a knee at the same time. Sounds pretty dangerous. Maybe not so much coming from Puck. There's a little fake hand, but oh, it looks like it actually hurt him a little bit. I guess he did get him right in the nose and the back of the ear. Two pretty soft spots, to be fair. It's a soft spot. Rotten. That is mouth. Oh no, yeah. I almost thought just this little curve here was his mouth, a little smile, but looks like he's got a massive wide smile with some fangs. Yeah, it looks like that actually hurt him a little bit. Good job. Good job, Puck. Got a lot of got a big hate message here from Puck, I imagine. I already figured you were a rotten creep, but I never thought you'd stoop this low. Even a zombie fails at being as rotten as you. We've got zombies in this universe. I mean, I'm pretty sure at this point in time, if this was the real world, zombies were like not even a. No one knew what a zombie was. I'm trying to say. I'm not sure when the invention of zombies were, to be honest with you. There's been a lot of renditions. Again, I know a lot of kind of the major points of The Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead, the Romero films. There's been a lot of points, but I don't actually know when, like, what came up with the zombie. It probably came from the undead first, and then that kind of transition into a zombie that we know today. Yeah, quite interesting from little Puck here. Almost as not even as rotten as a zombie, more rotten than a zombie, essentially. Pretty good burn there from Puck. Inhuman scumbag, dirty rotten bastard. From now on, when I see you, I'm calling you the bastard swordsman. Please do, Puck. The bastard swordsman. Fits quite nicely, actually. So anyway, that being said, you disgust me. I hope you get killed, jerk. Goodbye. So long, bastard swordsman. Bastard swordsman. Yeah, about the look I expect, to be honest. As that was actually quite a reasonable amount we cut off her, wasn't it? Wow, it looked quite a bit smaller, but I think that's just the scale of her. Quite the large thing we cut off. Again, I'm not sure what to call it. Did I hold back somehow? Me? Never. Wait, so it was actually holding back there? Interesting. Is he saying that because he thinks this is a minimal amount of damage for the position he was in? Do you know what? It probably is, because he did have her in an absolute blind spot. As much as she did notice, even if she did notice, was that enough? I mean, it's hard to tell, because in the manga, again, it is just like a collection of moments rather than seeing a whole picture of what exactly happened there. Interesting. Never. Sounds more like he's trying to convince himself here than anything. Really like Puck though. Puck's awesome, isn't he? I'm not sure how he lasted with him, without him, I should say, during the eclipse. Again, I think the Band of the Hawk kind of were a good replacement for Puck as a kind of wholesome, kind of fun part of a dark story. But Puck is a very bright light in this dark story, isn't he? Arguably even darker than ever. So it needs a little bit more light, I guess. Yeah. Jill seems to be growing ever more uncertain of this whole situation, doesn't she? Thing is, as well, it may seem kind of harmless and such right now, but I think that might grow to not be the case. Longer time goes on, and the closer we get to this Misty Valley. I'm looking forward to seeing this Misty Valley, by the way. We've only ever really heard about it, haven't we? You don't need to be scared, Jill. I won't let go, no matter what. I think that's the scary part. Look, it's a view no human could ever see. Not exactly true. I mean, actually, the situation in which that would be the case is pretty similar to this in a messed up way. If you're like shot off a cannonball, for example, and you're about to die, falling flat on the earth, or if you were in a hot air balloon, fell off. I'm not sure they had hot air balloons at this point in time. Possible, probably. Maybe. Maybe not. But yeah, similar situation to that. You could see this, and it would be the similar part would be you're actually, as much as it seems like she's safe and such, and she probably is very safe right here, but also feels like you could die any moment. It'd be a similar close to deafness, close to death. The world, as seen only by birds and us winged elves. Incredible. Forest, the river, so far away. That would be pretty incredible though. Flying with wings like this. The sky, so vast. Beautiful. I didn't know the world was this beautiful. Of course you didn't. That little village. Those parents. Of course you didn't. Village. So small I can't even see it anymore. And we're really kind of almost being brought into Rosine's kind of dream here a little bit. It feels like it's probably something she kind of felt when she was on her way here, perhaps. My village and the problems I had before, parents and such, just seem so small in relation to all of this. In that tiny place, I became frightened and small. You can fly all you want, to your heart's content, Jill. That is, you become one of us. It was inevitably coming, wasn't it? What if she doesn't want to? What happens then? You just gotta let her stay the way she is? Oh, is that the end? Wait, is that the end? I mean, there's no indication that that's the end. That seemed really short, but then again, I did. The recollected girl end. Is that actually the end of the chapter? Again, there's usually some kind of indication that it's actually the end, is there not? Like always. Perhaps they stopped doing that now? I guess that's the end. Seemed really short, but again, I did take I have paused almost every fucking page because I'm ill. Apologies. More annoying for me, I bet. Well, I don't bet, but I think it's a little bit more annoying for me. I love just doing it all in like one take. Obviously, that's a lot easier to me on the editing front, but I think it just flows a bit better. Yeah, I guess we'll go into the next chapter if it lets me. 105. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that was the end of that one. Again, strange there was no indication of that. Sometimes it has, this place I have watched, it has cut off parts of a page before, so just wanted to make sure. Conviction Arc Lost Children chapter. Guardians chapter 1. You can fly all you want to your heart's content, Jill. That is, if you become one of us. One of those little bastards, hey? No way. Oh, we did get part of her wing as well. I did notice during the last. It's not even cut off here. Strange. There was a shot where it was kind of looked a bit cut off. Yeah, it was this shot. I just thought maybe that was the sun. Kind of, sun does that sometimes. It makes it look like there's no object there. But that's quite strange. And this shot, it's not there. And this shot, it's back again. It's quite strange. A little oversight there. I didn't think that was cut off originally. Anyway. Maybe he was confused as to whether he cut it off or not. At some points. Again, I'm quite confused. Is it cut off or not? I didn't think it was, but I guess it is now. I thought we just got this little bit on the on this dark bit here, but it's not really that big a deal, is it? Me, an elf? But I couldn't. Why not? Why not? Why not? That black swordsman. Who is he? Eh? Jill. Do you have a thing for him? It's not that. Right. I don't know anything about him. No, you don't really. Looks like he was heading for the Misty Valley. I wonder if he'll make it here. Huh? The valley is guarded by some dependable grown-ups. Grown-ups? Yep. They would never hurt children, and they protect us with their lives from all who would hurt us. They're real grown-ups. Yeah, they are. A lot more grown-ups than the grown-ups in your fucking village. That's for sure. I talked about that last time. The adults in that village were disgraceful. Protectors of children. The forest guardians, you'd say. So demons, probably. Who have probably just been told to let kids through so they can transform into these elves, I imagine. Again, probably a bit more sinister than as it's described here, but even so, still better fucking protectors of children than saw in that village. His guts walks through the darkness. The mist is everywhere now. This feeling. I must be just about at the misty valley. Oh my god, what is that? Is that just a ball of dead people? Dead grown-ups. Quite ominous, isn't it? It looks a bit like a dung ball from a dung beetle. Which is pretty fitting considering the amount of like insect-like creatures we've seen thus far. It would be pretty damn cool if we had a kind of dung or a beetle type demon coming up here. Yeah, it looks like a dung beetle's poo ball. Made of people. And here's an even better shot. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? Is that dude alive? You know what, I'm kind of hoping the people that we saw right at the start of this arc that Jill was captured by, I hope they're in this. Because nothing bad ever happened to those guys. Except for one getting his tongue cut off and the other getting his teeth knocked out. Yeah, what the hell, man? This looks really cool, doesn't it? Oh my god. You're telling me this guy's alive and he just emerges? Or is this the demon, do you think? Is this guy alive and he emerges from this corpse's bowels? His intestines? He just pops out? Fucking hell. Doesn't look that human. Well, no, he doesn't actually look that monstrous either. He's got two giant teeth. Looks like a mole. What a strange sight. Oh my god, it's that guy! I was right. They are a part of this. Cool. Well, I didn't know that, but I wanted that to happen. Oh my god, he's not even censored. Put it away, bro. Put it away. Kihi, kihi. Oh god, are they part demon then? Because we know that this text usually just is from demons, right? He looks the same as he did before. He was a little bit of a little demon before, to be fair. We meet again, hee hee. Don't say. You forgot about us? Yeah, I'm pretty sure these guys are dead. Recently dead. I think they probably are little demons now, aren't they? Guy needs to put his junk away, man. Jesus. Oh, tiny little tiny little balls. Yeah, I think these guys died, didn't they? A pretty cool ass shot right here. The skull on the left. Guy just emerging from the rib cage of some poor unfortunate body. You can't pass. But guts wouldn't actually hurt the children though. Again, as much as he did go for that swing earlier, he did bring up the fact that he might have held back. He has killed a child, which I guess would suffice, I guess, so. They're all got their junk hanging out like this? Oh my god, oh my god. Why? I didn't think the Japanese like this stuff. I thought they always censored the male parts like that. I mean, it's not actually detailed or anything, which is good. Don't have to censor it, but I'm also saying that I don't have to censor the elves because they're insects. They're not human. So I'm gonna say the same here as well. Can't pass. Maybe that's what's happened to my channel. I have actually lost a bit of revenue ever since I think it was ever since I started Berserk. It's probably the reason for that is perhaps the more restrictions on it based on some of the stuff I'm showing on my channel. Perhaps again, they never actually tell you any of this. It's just an absolute guess, that is, by the way. So yeah, who knows? A reminder. You can't pass. Anyone who'd hurt the children, we won't let any of them past this point. Isn't that not quite ironic that these guys are the ones protecting the children, considering they were the ones that abducted Jill in the first place? Again, I don't actually think they're the humans that they were before, are they? But it's quite ironic. They're now the protector of children in death. From bandits to babysitters, huh? Like Guts feels the same way. And from human to something else, by the look of it. This guy's got some interesting posture going on, hasn't he? Yeah! Oh crap. Thought let's throw a nice game in handy. Got him right in the all the holes. His eye, his mouth. I mean, his tongue's already gone, so that doesn't really matter. Not that the tongue really matters that much in a fight. Maybe it does for demons, actually. We bring out the can't remember, crossbow. Automatic crossbow. I don't think that is probably the coolest crossbow maybe I've seen in fiction, perhaps. I haven't, not saying I've seen all that many, but an automatic one like this, and you just plop the arrows in with a box on top. Almost is like a gun. Well, the cannon's more like an actual gun, but functions quite a bit like a gun, doesn't it? Slower projectiles as well, of course, but just again, a cool crossbow. Crossbows usually aren't a weapon I really like that often. Quite boring usually. This guy's mouth right here. Guys just aren't stopping. Oh well, now they are. Oh crap, this guy's a little scorpion, is he? What? A dangerous tail. It was quite funny that they're talking about, I read a comment today about the dragon kind of analogy in Berserk. Quite funny actually, I didn't really realise this before, but Guts' armour is quite dragon-like, isn't it? Not sure if you guys see it the way I see it, but I see it as it does actually look quite like dragon scales a little bit, doesn't it? Especially the foot of his armor. Quite interesting, actually. Perhaps he's actually the dragon in this story. It's a little fucking a little. I love that this whole kind of arc so far is very much insect kind of based. A lot of the demons are insect-like. We saw a lot of insect-like demons at the eclipse, but this one even more so. Yeah, don't let that tail hit you. Probably got some kind of poison in there as well or something. Gotta look at this guy. Yeah, this guy does look quite cool, doesn't he, actually? A lot nicer than he did before, funny enough. He actually looked a bit more horrible as a person, strangely. We've got a centipede guy, millipede, centipede probably. Guy coming up here. I think that's why he was in that strange posture before, wasn't it? Damn. Cut him right in half. Although I think he'll still be able to live on like this. Insects are just built different like that, aren't they? Maybe not this guy. Key. He's about to get sliced right in half, isn't he? Yep. And the right way. God damn. Brutal. Brutal. But yeah, it's quite scale like this armor. I didn't notice that before. Till now. Oh, we've got another nice little eye pop. It turns out this guy is dead. Well, it looks like he was kind of wriggling around a little bit here, but he's definitely dead now. Again, love this little eye pop right there. We crack the sword down on his head. What's with the big guy though? Oh, he is a little beetle. Was he the one that made this ball of people then? I mean, surely not, because it was part of the ball of people. Yeah, pretty cool design. Got the horns. Tiny little hands. Oh damn. He caught us by surprise here. Nice little wings as well. I don't think beetles can fly very far though, can they? I was quite lucky this tree's here, to be honest. He could have just got his head cut off instantly. What's going on here? Oh, nice. That was a very close one. Again, imagine that tree wasn't there. Really nice design from the back here. I love a beetle. Beetle's one of my favourite insects, just design wise. Never really see many in the UK. Seen a few now, every now and then, but not very often. Yeah, that's probably another one of the reasons why they're one of my favourites. They're quite rare. From the seams of things, it seems like they're reasonably common in Japan, though. Oh shit! Still got life to put down. Can't remember what they're called. Can't remember what they're called. There's a name for them. You could just say pincers, but they're not pincers. I can't remember what they're called. Mandibles, I think. Well, that might be for a different insect actually. Who knows? Gus gets done right in the neck from like 4 different angles. Oh my god. Look at this ugly bastard. The chess one, the pawn looking one. Not sure what he's meant to be. Some kind of flea. I think that's it, isn't it? Like a flea type little bastard, we'll call it. Not looking quite so formidable, is he? But yeah, I was gonna say earlier, these are made of fucking real shit as well. Like a beetle shell is some tough stuff to get through. As far as those arrows made it through earlier. I guess they probably went through the face. So we're gonna kick back. Don't want to push too hard because you'll just push your neck into these spikes, won't you? And looks like he's definitely dead. We're like halfway up his body now. This would have been an awesome sequence to see animated. Yeah, nice looking beetle. Very ugly face, of course, but there's never going to be a pretty face, was it? Got the little flea guys coming. Oh, just dealt with like that. Let's just go berserk mode. Just fuck this shit. Propels himself off the tree. A flying kick upwards and just cuts this guy in half. Bloody hell. The power in that. No sword or anything neat. Well, actually, yeah, it does look like he does use a sword. I was going to say, that's some hella power if you're just kicking through a demon like that. But no, such a clean cut. It's got to be cut by the sword. But this is all from the propulsion of that foot on that tree that we saw earlier that was setting up. Again, very risky move considering the neck was compromised. Awesome shot here though. Again, I love it when they do this, right? Like keeps it in the motion it would be in before. It's absolutely still, but then shows us this this other side of it just getting messed up. Good job though, Guts, good job. And again, nice to see that these guys got what they deserved as well. In the most kind of hilarious of ways as well, where they're now protecting the girl that they held hostage. Ah, what is going on? And this one's got an end thing. But I don't know what's going on here. It just feels like these two chapters are so short. Are they actually shorter than usual? It usually feels, when I'm ill and when I've got to kind of keep pausing, it actually usually feels longer. The chapters feel longer. Makes sense, but I'm not sure why today. They felt really short. Big cuts on the neck though. Some of those weren't deep. But yeah, we've got plenty more where that came from, it looks like. Not quite as differently designed right here. These guys are just like the extra monsters, aren't they? Now, look at this. Oh, they've all got little peepees hanging out as well, of course. Love that. This guy's got a giant fucking... Jesus Christ, look at that. That might be the branch, actually, but... none of the other trees have branches, so fucking hell. Well done, that guy. Not sure why we're adding these in here now. Again, we've never had anything like this before. Yeah, pretty basic looking insect men here. Guardians 1 end. And that is where we're finishing off today. So yeah, thank you guys for watching again. Apologies about all the cuts today's episode. There's probably like 8 or 9 within the space of like this, which probably isn't actually too bad for like an hour, just under an hour long video. Probably isn't too bad to be honest, but yeah, apologies about that again. I like doing it all in one take, to be honest with you. It just seems to flow better for me. And obviously I like just kind of keeping it flowing, just not taking any time out from looking at the page and kind of theorizing. My thoughts flow a little bit better is probably what I'm trying to say. But yeah, two interesting chapters there, especially the first chapter was very interesting with the Jill and Rosine kind of going off to the Misty Valley. Again, very much feel for Jill, especially because, again, it's like her friend, she's almost going through her friend's dream right now. She's literally like kind of experiencing it with her, but she also knows the horrors that lay behind that dream and the horrors that her friend has done. But then again, it is her one childhood friend in such a horrible little village. So yeah, quite the tough predicament for her. And again, she's kind of ever closer to this darkness, isn't she? I'm not sure if Rosine will just kind of let her go, or not let her, or let her not become a demon as well. So things are getting quite complex, but I'm really looking forward to seeing the kind of more backstory for Rosine, especially, and seeing, I think it was almost kind of confirmed that she is the one who's kind of directing these bugs and these little elves to bring kids to the Misty Valley and turn them into these creatures. So be interesting to see if that's on the kind of incentive of the demons, or if that's just like her own doing, kind of wanted to save the other children of the village, for example, from the parents who again have been shown to be even worse than these horrible little demon insects that protecting their children. So that says quite a bit. But yeah, some really nice artwork. Again, really like the designs for some of these. As I said, I really like the kind of subject matter they're using for the demons in these latest chapters. Like I said, I grew up loving this kind of stuff. I really like this as well, this kind of Ball of the Dead. And then it was actually pretty much like a dung beetle's kind of dung, wasn't it? A lot of poo came out, a lot of shitty men. And some cool transformations here. But yeah, really enjoying this Jill and Rosine stuff for sure. Again, it really brings a new aspect to these demons, so can't wait to see it. Hopefully a little bit more of that next time. Obviously, I think we'll actually be seeing, we'll be continuing right off with seeing more of Guts take on these little insect demons. But let me know what you guys thought about these chapters down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these reactions. Look forward to next time, and I'll see you then.